Welcome back, guys, to Yes Academy podcast, and of course, our beautiful, handsome Mr. Phang. I know he likes it when I describe him like this
No,
way.
I'm okay lah. Well, how was the? Were you going anywhere during the festive season? The holiday is coming.
Well, rest time. Been working too hard this year, so it's just gonna be home,
Home,
home sweet home,
home.
with the
Just
family as well.
with the family as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the whole year been working so hard,
Yeah.
and time to take a break.
Yes. This is the only time.
So, doing any festive celebration or gathering or something?
Yeah, definitely. Just at home, and then stay close with the family. I mean, family's power.
Ah, right. Okay, in the last episode, we covered about handling objections, the different objections that you have given, and also the techniques in terms of how we handle objections, right?
That's
So,
true.
what are we going to cover for this week?
Well, no point trying to pitch when you cannot close. There must be a happy ending.
That's right. Why you want to talk so much, and at the end of the day, then there's nothing that happens.
That's true.
You talk, and then after that, at the end, you wait for the other person, and the other person is waiting for you to make the first move, and then both of you are waiting for each other, and then what happens?
Nothing.
That's not the conclusion we want, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
There must be the good happy ending.
Good happy ending, and this happy ending is called
Closing.
closing. Yes, definitely. In any transaction, business transaction, I mean, is that there will be a closing. Either you get the deal or you don't get the deal. That's what closing is about. It's to get an agreement. Yeah. Of course, by whatever that we can do, we would like to have a happy ending.
That's true.
Yeah. Get a closing, right? Get a closing. Get an agreement. Get the order, and yeah, then we can proceed to do other things.
True.
Yeah. Right. So for you personally, right, how would you talk to your business partners, right, your partners to close?
Well, since we have done the pitching, handling objections, so we will have already know what will be their pain point, what they actually want, their needs. So and if we already have handled all their objections, so what's left is just to say that, hey, so since your need is A, B, and C, and this is A, B, and C, so since we can meet the A, B, and C, so let's have a closing. Yeah, but I believe there are more, powerful techniques that you can share with our audience, that how to exactly close with power.
Now, before I move into the techniques in terms of closing, yeah, there are certain techniques where we go for closing. There are also what we call as buying signal. Now, buying signal basically means that there are certain signals that the other side they are giving to you to indicate that they are ready to move forward. And of course, as the entrepreneur or even the salesperson, they will need to recognize this buying signal. Yeah, what are the buying signal? The buying signal, there are two ways in terms of the buying signal. One is in terms of verbal, another one is in terms of non-verbal. Yes, certain non-verbal buying signals that they actually give you. So, in fact, you can also share some of these buying signals. If let's say you actually saw these buying signals, immediately you go for close. I have seen some people, they saw these buying signals, but they still continue talking. It's like, okay, why do you still need to continue talking? They already given you, they already shown interest. They already given you indication. Why don't you just go and just get them to sign, get them to close, get them to buy?
Yeah, that's true, because most of the time I'm the actually aggressive buyer. And maybe after, when I want something, and after the few minutes that they have been saying, or let's just put it this way, I already know what they are selling. So I'm like, stop talking to me. Just hand me the check, hand me that terminal machine. Okay, quickly pack it. I only have 2 minutes. Let's go. Or most of the time they keep on explaining. I say no.
Have you ever experienced that they keep talking and then suddenly you say that no, it's okay, thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah, I get annoyed. Especially me, I'm very harsh on my time management. So I value my time too much, and when they talk too much and way past my tolerance level, then I'm like, no. They are too much. Let me go home, press the online Shopee, and that's it.
Yes. So that is why, as an entrepreneur, as a salesperson, you need to recognize these buying signals. Because once you recognize the buying signals, then you know when to stop talking and then you move into closing. Right? So let me just share with you some of the buying signals. You can also share with me what are your buying signals that you actually give to the other side, so that they can all recognize these buying signals. Now, sometimes the buying signal that they say, for example, they say that when can I get your product? Or where or when can I get your product? So that is a very good indication that they are interested in your product.
And usually when you hear something like that, just get a terminal check, quickly get it done before they run away.
Or you bring out your product and say that, yes, the product is right here. I have the product right now. How many you want?
Yes, to convince them that you have more than enough supply.
Exactly, right. So that's why one of the things that we always ask the people to do is that if you are carrying the product, bring it along. But if you're not carrying the product, immediately get them to sign the order and tell them when you will send over.
That's true. Yeah. But what about this is a very obvious one, the verbal one. Okay, verbal, I think if people can't catch it, then the big sin's on them.
No, okay. Before you go into non-verbal, what would be your verbal?
I want it now.
That's very direct. That's very direct.
I don't think I'm applicable to most people.
I would love if any of my prospect or my customers were to tell me that I want it now. Now means when? Now.
This second.
Well, I would love that. I would love that. But I don't think I have any of my customers or prospects who will ever say that.
I'm an extreme case, I would say that, because I either want it or either reject it very violently. So, yeah.
Okay, what are the other subtle signals? Subtle verbal signals.
Okay.
I know this is tough on you because you are.
No, actually, I'll put it this way. Most of my clients that I face, they are like, okay, this is my details. So, yeah, immediately they will give me their details. Because the way I approach the business, I go for closing.
Okay.
As soon as, maybe because I'm very confident. So I go into closing on the second phase or very, very fast. Immediately ask for their details, immediately ask for their thing. Then I assume that they really want it.
Yeah.
So once they give me my details, then I ask for payment. That's it. Yeah. So I'm very aggressive because I don't even sometimes wait for the buying signal sometimes. So because when I ask for their personal details and they responded with the personal details, so it's already a indication that they are interested.
Okay.
So maybe when we hear things like, for example, they say like, first when to get the product, then second thing will be what colors option do you have?
Yes.
Then after all, they say that what promo do you have? I also feel this as a buying signal because if they're not interested, they won't be interested in what kind of promotion.
Exactly.
What's left is to design a deal that suits them, I would say.
Yeah, very true. That is why if they are interested, definitely they will ask more detailed questions. Yeah, when they ask more detailed questions, you know that there's an indication that they are interested. Yeah, then you can actually move and do the closing already.
Yes.
What about the non-verbal signals?
This is hard. You have to pay really attention to the body language.
Yes, correct. And that is why not only you need to listen to the verbal signal, but your eyes will also need to look at the non-verbal signals. Yeah. For example, some of the non-verbal signals that I can actually share with you. For example, if let's say they are leaning forward, then after you have said something and then they are leaning forward, it shows interest. That is also another buying signal. Now, the other buying signal is also, for example, they will do something like this. Thinking. Right, thinking. So when they are doing that, that is a very clear buying signal. They are thinking about it. They are not rejecting you. They are thinking about it. So that is why entrepreneurs or even salespeople needs to take this opportunity to go for the closing already.
Or maybe they are already heading for their wallet.
That may not be so obvious.
Because sometimes I actually face a situation like that where we went to expo. The customer hands went to the handbag for the wallet, and the wallet is out.
That
and
is
the salesperson is still explaining. I'm like, hello, bring the terminal, please, right now. It's obvious.
Seriously?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, come on. get the payment done. She's not interested in the explanation. Just get it done.
Yeah, because she only wants to buy, and
Yes.
then if the taking out of the wallet is so obvious, right?
Yes.
I wonder who is that salesperson. Keep on talking.
Yeah, maybe she got very excited sharing. So, yeah, maybe it's because of her sharing that really, intoxicate that person. So that's why the person wants to give her, the support.
Yeah, that'd be good. But of course, when the signal is so obvious, just go for the kill.
Yes. Yeah. So, well, other than leaning forward, so what are the other non-verbal cues that
Non-verbal cue,
yeah,
for
people may
example,
miss out?
so they will be holding the product.
Examining.
They'll be looking at the product, yeah, and they'll be even testing the product and all that. So that shows interest.
How about looking over at other people?
Yeah, they could be looking at other people where you are serving other people also. They could be looking there and very good indication. Because if anybody who is not interested, they will just take a glance and just take a look, and then after that they walk away.
That's true. Closing.
Yes. And that is why when we come back from our break, we are going to share with you the different techniques when it comes to closing.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. And we're talking about the buying signals.
Buying signal, yes, the verbal and non-verbal buying signals that you need to look out for before you even go for a close. And when there are indication, then you go in and close.
That's true. So what are the techniques that we can increase our closing success rate?
Okay, so that is what we are going to discuss in this segment. We are going to discuss the different techniques that we can actually use. And in fact, you were mentioning one of the techniques just now, right? The first technique is what we call as assumption close. You assume the person would like to buy, then you just go for the close. Like just now, you shared an experience. You shared where you pass me the detail, and then I'll fill it in for you. That is an assumed close.
Yeah. I like to do that a lot. Yeah. And most probably, a lot of people do not know how to say no.
Yeah, because at that time, while they are still processing, you already ask for the detail. Yeah, you ask for detail and then you start to write down the details. Because it will take some time for people to come to the sense and think whether they should go in or not. Then they're still considering, and then immediately you ask for the detail. So that's where people will pass you the detail, and then you will fill it in. So that technique is what we call as assumption close. We assume the person would like to join. We assume the person would like to buy.
Any pros and cons on this technique?
Oh yes. For example, if let's say, right, the person says that, no, I'm not ready. You did an assumption close. Please pass me the detail, then I can help you to fill in and all that. Then they say that, no, I'm not ready. What are you going to do?
Usually I'll just say, okay, that's fine. Maybe you can try this thing. I immediately shift their focus from the rejection into trying out more and try first. And if they are a bit, let's just say, negative already, they are starting to have a space. So what I do is quickly prepare some samples so that they can quickly have something to go back.
Yeah.
So at the very least, I allow the person to have a chance to try.
Correct. Right. That's why we do not push it any further. Don't try to push it through. Excuse me. Because when you try to push it through, what will happen is that it may have a negative consequence. They will be like, look, very protective and say that, look, this is not for me. If you try to push me, the more you push me, the more I'm not going to do it.
True. Yeah. And of course, the next thing, what I do sometimes is I actually ask questions too.
Yeah, the technique. So what happens actually is that when you do an assumption close and you are not able to close, what actually happens is this: you go back to handling objection, right? For example, you give them sample, you offer them some support, and then after that you will be saying that, okay, so let's try it first, right? Then you are more comfortable, then we can continue talking. Yes, you need to back off a bit.
True.
So go back to handling objection, because there are certain objections that have not been clarified. Yeah, asking question is one of the good technique also.
Wow.
because you need to understand why they are not willing to sign up now or not willing to buy now. It's good to understand. So go back.
So what are the other ways where we can close, other assumption close?
Besides assumption close, I would prefer this close. I would prefer this close, all right? This is called an alternative close. Alternative close is you give an option between two. Yeah, either it's A or it's B, and if they mention either one, it's still a close. So that is what it means by alternative close. All right, let me give you an example. For example, you ask the person, you try to assume assumption close and say that, yeah, come, give me your IC, I will get it registered it for you. But instead of you saying that, why don't you try alternative close? Then you can ask a question. For example, you ask a question like, Leo, based on what I've explained just now, would you prefer product A or product B? Would you like to try out product A or product B first? Either one, if they mention A or B, it's still a close. So I would prefer to use this technique because this is a more subtle way to close as compared to assumption close.
Yeah, and then either way, either they choose A or choose B, it's still a close. And
Exactly. We do not care whether they buy A or they buy B because either one is still a buy.
yes. Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah. So in fact, for me, I prefer to use this technique as compared to assumption close because assumption close can be, people can feel it can be very pushy. So not to mean it cannot be used. You can still use it, but use it with care. The other alternative close, anytime. And in fact, you see, it is the retail outlets. They use this a lot. Let me give an example. Let's say you want to buy clothes. Your wife wants to buy clothes, and then the wife doesn't know what to choose because she has so many choices. Then the salesperson will ask that, would you prefer the A, B, or both?
Yes.
Then the wife will automatically say, since I cannot decide, I'll take both.
True. Yeah, and because they help them to choose already, so it becomes easier.
Yes, and sometimes also when it comes to clothing also, they will ask them, so you are buying this dress, right? You know what? It comes together with this brooch, or is this necklace? Oh, you look beautiful. Again, another close.
This is like compliment and then close it. I see.
Alternative close. Or they can ask you, would you like to pay by credit card or e-wallet? So whenever you go and buy anything out there, please look at this alternative close because this is a very common close used by the retail outlets.
This is a very good one.
And I believe that from now on, you can explain to your partners, right? If you cannot use assumption close, never mind. Go for alternative close.
It's really better.
Or you can also ask the question, would you like to sign up for yourself or for your better half?
This is an even good one. Sometimes they may not need it, but the other half need it.
Or would you prefer the blue color or the red color?
Red pill.
Or you prefer the bigger bottle or the smaller bottle?
Wow, perfume company. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see that so many ways to approach alternative close. But remember, this is a very powerful technique if you really know how to use it.
Oh, I believe the audience have really learned so much, especially on the alternative close. Don't be so aggressive. You can pick approach where either A or B still is a close.
Right, still is a close. So that is why, please remember, when it comes to closing, you don't have to be too pushy.
Of course.
Yeah, don't have to be. Just remember that part because when it becomes too pushy, then a lot of people back off.
True.
Right, so we are going to go for a short break, and then when we come back from break, I'm going to share with you the other techniques when it comes to closing.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So yes, we shared about two clauses just now.
Yes.
In terms of the
Assumption
assumption
clause,
clause and also
alternative clause.
alternative clause. So there are another few clauses which I'd like to share. Now
Can't
the
wait.
third one is in terms of value clause. Value basically what it means is that to re-emphasize back the good points why they should buy your product.
Yeah. Basically to remember what they say about their needs, their
Yes,
demand,
yes.
and then point out that how our products can actually solve their problems.
Correct, correct. For example, if let's say they are saying that no, I have a problem sleeping, right? Then you can re-emphasize back in value close that our product can help you sleep better, right? By making you to be more calm, right? Then actually you can fall asleep much more easily. So that is to re-emphasize the value. So when we re-emphasize the value that goes with the needs of the customers, yeah, very likely they will buy.
Yes. Well, I think I like this particular technique the most because most of the time when we actually fact find and then know their needs, if we can able to pinpoint their needs and tell them that this thing suits them, then they also feel that they are being heard,
Yes,
and that
correct.
gives them the comfort and the association, I would say.
Yes, this also emphasized the point that when anybody would want to sell, right, don't only think about selling your product.
Think about solving their problems.
Exactly. Think about solving your customers or problem, right? Their needs. So that is why when we emphasize and when use this value clause, very likely that they can accept that customers can accept, and yeah, very likely they will buy.
That's true. So what are the other clauses? I'm so excited to hear the other ones.
Okay, now the next clause is what we call as what if clause. This is a very interesting clause. Why? Because they will ask you, okay, you like that product. Now, what if I add on another free gift for you?
Oh, everyone loves that. So what if is to, let's just say that the close is not so strong now, so we give a little bit of.
Correct, correct. They are there, but they are not there. They are there, they are interested, but they need something to push them through. The final step, the final
Yeah.
step, yeah, final step, and they will say that, okay, I am there, but I'm not there yet. From the indication, from whatever they say, you already know that they're there, but they're not there. So that's why you use the what if clause. What if clause? Okay, I can understand why you are still
Hesitating.
thinking about it. Right now, this is what I can do. Okay, what if I add on another product at 50% of the price to what you have now?
This will sweeten the deals by so much. This will sweeten the deal by so
Oh
much.
yes. Now, talking about your business, right? What is the in terms of what if clause that you can actually use?
So because this is direct selling, you can't really do that. You can't really give discount. So what we do is that periodically we run discount. We cycle the discount because we have more than 10 products, so we can cycle discount every
Yes,
month.
yes,
So it's
yes,
different.
yes.
So at least it gives the customers, like for example, this month we are doing JFlex. It's a product for joint health. So we can use the word what if that this month there's a promo going on. Yeah, buy two free one. So you should not miss this kind of opportunity.
Yes, correct. So basically, you can see that, right? You may not have shared everything with the customer, so it's like it's just common. You don't need to share everything, but there's something that you keep, right? And then just to push it through, you just say, okay lah, just for this round, right? What if I do this for you?
And one of the common practice that some people do actually is that if they still can't close, so they rebate some of their commission. Although I don't really recommend it, but it is a practice. Okay, like for example, you probably earn like $2 from here. They say, why not rebate you back $1? Yeah, it's a small discount. So let's be friends.
Yeah. Those days also in, for example, in the insurance, right? Whenever anyone were to buy insurance from anybody, then they will say that, right? Would you be able to rebate something for me, right? Yeah, of course, some agents they will rebate back some percentage. If let's say they're earning quite a bit, so of course they rebate back some. But of course, it is not a recommended practice because whatever you earn is yours. Is yours.
True.
So we do not usually recommend you to give away whatever that you have just because you want to secure the business.
True. Yeah, and it's not really a healthy practice because once everyone is doing it, then the system breaks.
Yes, exactly, right? Because it belongs to you. The money belongs to you, and you deserve to earn it. No? Why should you give it away? So that's why I would strongly urge, right, anybody who's using this what if technique is to see what actually the company is giving, and work around that.
True.
Sometimes they can say that okay, you can provide discount up to 10%, for example, right? So yeah, you start off with a couple of percent first, then after that you add on a bit more, and finally, if let's say you know that you can push it through, yeah, you can give the maximum 10%, and then you push it through, or maybe you can give free gifts. I'm sure in your business you have a lot of free gifts that they can actually give away.
It's direct selling company, so retail is fine. Yeah, in my other retail businesses, yes, that's we often do that. But in direct selling, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't freely do that. It's just like Amway. You don't really give. Maybe time to time when they run promo, based on the promo, that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not like as flexible as they can craft a specialized deal for them.
No, definitely,
Yeah.
right? And definitely, I can understand that there are certain things that you can do, certain things that you cannot do.
But then again, there was one person, okay, one leader who actually shared with me. So this person happened to like things like energy stones,
What is
something
that?
energy stones, the
And
quantum energy.
oh, okay,
Yeah, something like some magic stone from QNet, something like that. So he happened to buy a lot of them from China and everywhere. So he's like, okay, if you sign up, let me give you this magical stone or some ring, and then this thing will bless you. Will take away all the negative energy. You'll be. So this is how he makes so many sales because by giving all this free gift, doesn't cost much. Well, he secures the deal.
Well,
Yeah.
if that works for him, why not?
Yes.
But of course, this is from his own initiative,
True,
rather
true.
than the company's initiative, right? Yeah, it can be done. It can be
Yes.
done, right? Okay. Yep. So yes, any questions on these two close? Because later when we come back from break, I'm going to cover another two more close. And yes, we have practically covered all the closing techniques.
Yeah, I think what if I think not many questions. I'm just so interested to listen to the next two one.
All right, so we will go for a short break, and then when we come back, we will be covering the last two close.
Welcome back. I can't wait for the last two.
All right, the last two. Let's not wait any longer. The fifth one.
Okay.
The fifth one is on success story. You see, what happens is that some people may still not being convinced that your product is the suitable product for them. So you need something to convince them. And one of the best way to convince people is basically tell a story.
Personal story, someone's story.
Yes, personal story. Like for example, you can share one of your customer stories and say that, yeah, my customer, they have health issue, and then after that, what kind of health issues that they have, and then what are the challenges they went through, and then after that, I introduce them to this product, and then after they have consumed for a period of 1 or 2 months, and then they started to see changes happening, right? And what are the changes that have happened to them? And then right now they are healthy. And recently they went back for a checkup, and then the doctor was even surprised to see why their blood pressure went down. Then when they explain to the doctor, yeah, I think the product works, something like that, right? So that is where that will help to push through the sales.
Yes. And this is actually very well used, especially in direct selling. They like to share all kinds of testimony, all kinds of stories that how this product helps them, or even sometimes they talk about how this business helps them as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Especially for those who likes to look at the business part of it rather than the product part of it. So yeah, so that is where stories do actually help a lot. And I believe as entrepreneurs, as a salesperson, we need to learn how to tell stories.
Oh yes, it's a very important thing. Yeah, because people don't. Let's put it this way: most people don't make decisions based on logic. They make it based on emotion. So only stories can bring out that kind of deep emotions.
Yes, very true, right? And especially stories. Why stories can relate very well, we can relate to stories very well, is simply because we grew up with stories from young. Even at home, we read storybooks. In school, where we go to library and read storybooks, or even in class where teachers will get us to read storybooks or tell stories, and even when we are working. So basically, our whole life we grew up with stories, and that's why we can relate very well with stories.
Yeah. And everyone wants a success story. Everyone wants a positive story that inspires them.
Not even a positive story, or even a sad stories, right? They can actually move people, yeah, to take some actions, because something that has happened in maybe their life, or even their friend's life, or whoever's life, that is very much that has impacted them a lot.
Yes. Or sometimes it's in the insurance, they like to share with some people that, because they didn't actually buy the insurance, so they cannot claim, and that has caused so much distress in their family.
Right,
So
right.
this is like a reminder that, don't save those little money. You have to buy insurance just for rainy days.
Very true. And I usually share this story. This one is a real story. My friend, right? My friend, um, he's a heavy smoker.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, he's a heavy smoker. So those days when I knew him, he smoked like 1 pack a day.
oh
Yeah.
wow.
But after that, he went up to 2 packs per day. Yeah, really heavy smoker. Every time when I
Talk
met
to
up with
him.
him, and we were sitting at a coffee shop chit chatting and all that, every 10 to 15 minutes he'll just move away and start smoking. So I realized that he has become a very heavy smoker. So one fine day, what happened was that he had a stroke.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
he had a stroke, and because of that, he was paralyzed. And what happened was that he nearly died.
Oh
He
wow.
nearly died. But there was one what do you call nerves, yeah, and they had to do a bypass on that nerve. Yes, because it was so serious that the nerve couldn't be used anymore, so they had to do a bypass on that nerve. So when I heard about that story, it kept reminding me that no matter what happens, I have to stay away from cigarette and smokes,
Yes, yes,
especially
yes.
secondary smokes
Oh
by
wow.
by uh, by those smokers.
Yes, even worse.
So that's why sometimes what I do is that I relate this story and tell people, no matter what happens, keep yourself healthy, because you don't know what will happen.
Health is priceless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
health is priceless. So, well, success stories. Share with me a story of yours that you actually can move people to actually join you. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but that's what it is.
Oh, I think that's one story that I'd like to share, and I think I mentioned to you. So this is actually my gym trainer. I would say he is almost 60 years old, 57, I would say. And when you look at him, you don't believe that he's 57 years old. He's strong. He's very well built, and then no knee problem, no joint problem, and he's still lifting heavy. So I think this is something very inspirational that everyone should look forward, because especially men, when we age, our muscle mass goes down, and joint health start to become problems. So it is very nasty, and a lot of, let's say, with age you can't run, you can't, but he's still lifting heavy, and then eating clean. So I think this is something very inspirational, and this is something I look forward for, because it's not about how long you can live. No, there's no point living for 150 years old, 200 years old, when, let's just say, 100 years of your life you're on a wheelchair. I mean, what's the point of it? So it's to live healthy. And to live healthy, you need your muscle. And to have muscle, you have to go to gym.
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
true,
So
true.
he's really a living testimony. Um, we have to keep on live an active lifestyle and keep on lifting weight, so that we keep our muscle mass, so that one day when we are 100 years old, we'll still be running.
Yeah, very true, very true. So I believe that stories do sell a lot, and around us there are so many stories we can share.
Yes.
Yeah, stories with a message.
Yes.
Yep. So that is one of the technique.
Yes. And coming to the last one.
And the last one is what we call as adjournment close. Now, adjournment close happens because we tried so many closes and we still couldn't close. So when we couldn't close, don't push it any further, right? Because they may need time to think about, or they want to discuss with the other half, or they want to do some background check or whatever, right? Do an adjournment close. Adjournment close here means that just tell them that, okay, it's okay that you have not ready to commit. It doesn't matter, right? I will do a follow-up with you.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. But don't use adjournment clause at the beginning. Don't at the beginning say that, oh, I believe that you need time to think about it, right? And then after that, no. You try the different clauses first. Then if you still cannot close, then only you go for adjournment clause. This is always the last clause.
I see. I thought when you say urgent close, I misheard urgent close.
Urgent clause, no,
I
no, no.
thought
It's
I was even thinking that we should create a sense of urgency so that we can try to close it.
yeah, we can create a sense of urgency, but if they are not ready,
Yes,
yeah, if they
that's
are not
true.
ready, then don't push it any further. Just allow the course to take it by itself, right? The natural course, and yeah, do a follow up. You see, the thing is this, right? You are planting the seed now. The seed may not grow now, and it's still okay, right? If they don't grow now, but in the future, who knows? It will grow.
That's true. Yeah.
And when it grows, it can become a very big and tall tree, you know.
Yes. You'll never know.
Yeah,
Sometimes when they reject you today, but after 2 years when they come back, you'll be surprised that kind of value they are bringing.
exactly. Not only that, right? If suddenly they have a need for it, they'll call you.
That's true.
They'll come like, can you come and see me? I think
Yeah.
it happens a lot of time. It happens a lot of
Yes,
time.
yes. Over the course of time, but you have to be very patient. Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to be
yeah,
very patient.
yes. Right. Don't be too desperate. I would say that when anybody who wants to do business and sales, right? Don't be too desperate. I know you feel desperate. You need the sales, right? You need the business, but don't show it.
Yes.
Always value the opportunities to be able to meet up.
Yes. Because once you severe tie, that's it. No more second chance.
Yes, no more second chance. And it's good to maintain a kind of friendship or the kind of relationship so that it can actually bloom. Yeah, so don't push it any further. Just do an adjournment clause so that both parties can take a step back and review the whole thing again.
Yes. Wow, I think we really learned a lot from all these closings.
Well, yes. And by the way, talking about closing, right? There are, if I'm not mistaken, there are about 30 over techniques when it comes to closing. Just closing alone, right? There are 30 over techniques, but of course, we choose the common ones, the common closing. That. By the way, when you want to do closing, right, you don't have to use everything, just the techniques that actually work for you. So the techniques that work for me basically is alternative close. I usually use a lot of alternative close, and sometimes if I couldn't close, then I will use adjournment close, right? Yeah, what if once a while I will use what if. Success stories, yes, I use quite a bit of success stories also. So depending on what you're comfortable with, then that will be your close.
Yes. And I think there's no such thing that is like one size that fits all. So it's
Yes.
always depending on the client. We have to study the needs and then choose the appropriate method to actually close them.
Yes, correct, right? So that's why different people use different techniques.
That's true.
And you have a choice.
Yes. Doesn't matter what way of closing as long as it's closed.
Yes, yes. Always remember that at the end of the day, right? When you are closing, it's not because you want the business. You want to help the person, and
Yes.
you have something that is of value to that person.
Yes.
That's why you want to close.
Yes. You're right. So I think everyone here really learns a lot. Yeah. I mean, personally, I do learn a lot. Maybe too pushy sometimes. But different context, right?
Well, from now on, I believe that you will tone down your pushness.
Oh, no. It's a very different context. Yeah. Because the only way for me to move forward is actually direct approach.
Direct.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, from my position and from the way, because, like I say, context matters. Context matter. Yeah. Because I don't like to overcomplicate those things. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and then the one of the things that I like to do is actually to create a sense of urgency. It's like, take it or leave it. Now, by this hour, this is the deal. If not, that's it. It's off the table.
But I have to caution you, right? Even though they may not be buying now, right? You don't know in the future.
Most definitely, yes. Yeah.
Right. So in the future, yeah, they can become your biggest customer.
That's true. Yeah. So, thank you, Mr. Phang, for the wonderful sharing on the closing. Guys, I hope you guys learned so much. And then If you guys are more interested to listen to all other closings, please write closing in the comment section. Then maybe Mr. Phang will share all the 30, 40 closings techniques. But that will be the next time. So if you love what we are doing right now, please click the like and share button. More luck to you. And see you guys at the next episode.
See you.